Is it really possible to start a business completely from $0? I'm completely talking about the $0 starting with no money. So I'm gonna be talking about is it really possible or not in this video based on my own experience and knowledge. So let's dive into this video. Before go park, consider clicking the like button, guys. Really appreciate that. If you want more such video, consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon because we upload daily videos, and I really appreciate that if you hit that small subscribe button and the red bell icon along with that as well. And I would be really grateful for that. Also, we have the bunch of the free resources to help you make more money. The link is in the description box below, or you could simply head over to globalcreaty.com, which are a website which we have developed for the graphics, for the KDP interiors, for helping you in your print-on-demand journey, in your KDP journey. So you can check out that website as well. Also, make sure to subscribe to our email newsletter, which is 100% free. Right now, we have put on the wait list. Once we get started with that, we will going to send you exclusive content regarding making money online each and every week in that email inbox. Let's talk about, is it really possible to start a business with $0? Now, there are so many parameters to answer this particular question. Based on my own experience and knowledge, I started with my own business completely from $0. When I say that $0, that means zero investment in my business. That means not at all investing any single amount of dollar, even a cent into your business. So that is completely from $0. And I would say, yes, it's possible to start with your own online business completely from $0. But there are a few exceptions as well. Because if you want to get started with a software-based company, where you want to develop a software, if you know the coding, then very well you can make that software and get started with that. But if you don't know the coding, you can learn as well. But if you are not into learning, you just want to have a software, you just want someone else to make that software for you, and then you can sell them, then obviously you need to spend a money to actually, or you could say invest some money in your business to actually hire someone to make that source code for your software and then start selling with that. Another part, talking about the product-based business, is a little bit different, guys. If you're going the print-on-demand route, you can start with completely $0. I have been talking a lot in my videos on this channel. If you don't know about the print-on-demand, then you could very well check out the complete playlist I have on this channel. You can start with the print-on-demand completely with $0. That's possible. But if you're starting with a drop shipping, or you are even starting with your own physical based product, then you need a little bit of the inventory in the beginning. And for that, you need to invest a money. For the drop shipping, if you are actually flipping the products from Alibaba, from AliExpress, or from some third-party website and selling that particular product on your own website, that means the seller or the maker of that particular product is actually shipping your product to your own customer on your behalf with a white label, with a private label. That kind of drop shipping business you have, you still need to invest your money in the beginning, because you need to get that product and you actually need to review it, and also you would be buying the samples of that product to see the quality of the product and whether it serves your ideal customer or not. So of course you need a little bit of the money for the drop shipping. And if you're starting with a completely physical based product, creating the product by your own hand, by your own machine, for example, if you're selling the art prints or the sculptures, the miniatures, or even selling the textiles, you're creating your own t-shirt by printing and all those kind of stuff, then obviously you need a little bit of the inventory in the beginning, so you need a little bit of the amount of money. But on the flip side, if you're starting with a complete online business, with a digital product-based business, then you don't need a money. Seriously. You can get started with $0. I started with $0. Like my first business, I started back in the March of 2020 with the Globo Arte art magazine that I started with completely $0. I use all the free tools, the free softwares. I wasn't even having any single website at that time. I started with just selling my magazine on the Gumroad. And for those of you guys who don't know a Gumroad is a platform where you can sell the digital products, courses, or even your physical product completely for free. They're going to take a commission or cut from the every sales you're making, but you don't need to pay them to actually start and making your own shop on the Gumroad. So you can highly check out the Gumroad. But guys, I started with my own magazine. I uploaded my magazine on the Gumroad and I started with selling the magazine via my Gumroad shop. So I wasn't having any website in the beginning when I started with completely $0 because people say that, oh, website is cheap to make, but still it's an investment. It's investment. And when I'm talking about the $0, I literally mean $0 without investing a single cent in that. So for a website, you obviously need a money. You need a few bucks, but I wasn't having that. So I didn't have any website in the beginning. Later on, when I was getting the sales for my magazine, then I reinvested that money in building the website, in getting all the softwares, in hiring the people for my magazine. Like recently we have hired the people in the July. I hired one person for proofreading for our magazine. Then also we bought a new software, new tools. We also started building our own magazine application app, the mobile app, the web app. So then we started investing into my business, but I started from completely $0. Similar is case for any digital product based business. What do you want to get started with that? If you want to get started with selling the art printables, or selling the digital files, or selling the digital products, you can get started with completely $0. In fact, if you are an artist or a designer or a creative person, you can get started with the creative fabric. Of course, you need to get it approval. I have a complete playlist on the channel talking about how to get it approval on the creative fabrica and how to start selling as a designer and artist on their platform. I'm going to leave that all the playlists in the card section above. But it's a platform that are giving you an opportunity to sell the digital files, the graphics, pattern, textures, illustrations, a lot more. Even the fonts on this website completely for free. You just need to get an approval, or upon getting an approval, you start selling your work. Another business, you could go with the KDP low and no content book. If you love creating the book, if you love making them as publishing them, then KDP could be an amazing route because it starts again from $0. Like you don't need to invest any money, you just need to design your own book. You could design your high content book, or you could decide by low and no content book. What I really mean by low and no content book, it's a book that's a planner, journal, diary writing, or logbooks, or light journals, or college rule papers, or something like that. These are categorized as a low and no content book. You could make them. You could start publishing on KDP, that's the Kindle Direct Publishing, that is a part of the Amazon itself, and you can start making money. So there are the several ways in which you can make right now in today's scenario, starting with completely $0 and start making money in your business. You could also start with the coaching services. Now I did give it a try in the beginning, started with the coaching. Like I started to coaching the artists regarding how to get started with building their own business and all. I did a few coaching sessions, but after that I eventually find out that I am not really that much interested in the coaching, and coaching is not that for me because I want to be building a digital product based business, which is kind of like a more passive. Of course, you need to do it at the beginning, and later on it's kind of like a passive and all. But if you're starting with a freelancer providing your services, or starting with the coaching services, or hiring or doing all those kind of stuff, then also you can start with a $0. You can sign up on the Fiverr, Upwork, the different platforms which are there for the freelancer, and people will going to hire you depending on your expertise, your skills, and they're gonna pay you whatever amount of time and energy you're putting in creating that particular work. So there are so many businesses that you can start with completely $0, but in some of the businesses you do need an investment. For example, if you're starting with a real estate based business, then obviously you need an investment because you're investing in the land, in the property, so you need to what? If you are starting with investing in the stocks or crypto or the NFTs or the Bitcoin, you do need money to invest in the beginning because you need the money to buy the cryptocurrencies and buy the stocks and all. So it depends on what kind of business you have. But one thing I'm going to tell you guys, nowadays in the online, when we are surrounded by the online businesses, when we are surrounded with the social media, is it much simple and much easy to get started with a business that was before that. Like before that, you were having an offline kind of like a business. Of course, the website was there, but the people were kind of like a more offline. They were having a shop where they're selling the products, or the real estate agent, or kind of like a businesses where you need inventory, the beginning, starting with a factory, making the products, selling them. So you would need a little bit or maybe more investment for that particular kind of businesses. But nowadays we have the online social media and we can get started with completely $0. Like the digital product based business are completely starting from $0. Later on, if you have money and you're making money by the digital product, invest in the right amount of tools, the good softwares, the graphics, and you can get started with a completely $0. The same is the case of the freelancing or the service based businesses where you're just providing your services in the form of the coaching service, in the form of the clients, or maybe in the form of freelancer. If you're a designer, if you're a creating person, you're creating a particular design work, a logo, a social media graphics, or a social media post for someone, and you're getting paid for that. So freelancing and digital based businesses, you can get started with completely $0. And if I'm talking about the digital based product in the software making, that obviously if you know the coding, that you get to proceed with that. But if you're hiring someone, that you do need the money in that. And for the physical based product business, if you're getting started with the printer to bed, that obviously you don't need to invest any money into that. You can get sites where you're free to sign up and can start selling them. But if you want to get started with the drop shipping or even creating the product by your hand and actually selling them, then you do need money to buy all the tools, all the supplies and the inventory and all those kind of stuff. So yes, it's possible to start your business nowadays with $0. Of course, there are few exceptions. I have already covered all those exceptions. But if you're looking forward to get started with your own business in the 2021 or even in the 2022, that it's possible to get started with $0. I started with $0 back in the March of 2020 when I was not even having a single cent to invest in my business because I was in the college. I was a college student. I wasn't having any part-time job. I was full-time student. So I wasn't even having the savings to invest in the business. So I started with the $0. And now I am a full-time business owner, a full-time artist. And now I am investing in the software, making it my business, investing into that. So it's possible to get started with that. Of course, the first step in the beginning may be a little bit too tough or too difficult, but eventually later on, all the steps will going to be figure outable as you are taking the steps slowly and steadily. But if you're starting with a digital based product business, except the software, you can get started with $0. Same is the case of the freelancing or the coaching, you could get started with $0. Same is the case of printer demand business or KDP interior business, you can get started with $0. So hopefully I have answered this particular comment, this question about can you really start your business with $0. Do let me know in the comment section below. Are you starting with your own online business or not? Whether it's print on demand, KDP or whatever it is, do let me know what kind of businesses are you working on or what kind of business are you looking forward to make. I would really love to hear from you in the comment section below. But thank you so much for tuning in today's video, guys. See you for the next time. Take care. Bye, guys.